Hello and welcome to Evie TV channel. Today we'll go over our recommendations for the greatest new web series available on Amazon Prime, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, and Apple TV Plus in 2023. These are some of the best, most recent, and most popular shows on the mentioned streaming platforms that you should see. And now let's start with the video. Number 5. The Big Door Prize. It is a comedy-drama series based on M.O. Walsh's book of the same name. The story is centered on a small community that is drastically altered when a strange machine that promises to show everybody's real potential suddenly emerges in the local supermarket. Soon after this incident, a machine began to foretell the fates of those who had witnessed it, forcing people to actually change occupations, reevaluate their relationships, and out-establish values. The primary focus of the narrative is on Dusty Hubbard, a family guy and professor who starts to reconsider his existence and his joy with the emergence of a machine that begins strangely altering the town. The show has a science fiction mystery, and you become intrigued right away by the suspense of the machine's origin, unexpected appearance, and ultimate purpose. And this series received a rating of 6.6 on IMDb. Number 4. Copycat Killer. It is a thriller mystery series directed by Chang Ying Kai, Henry Chang. The series is set in the 1990s and follows a serial killer who exploits the mainstream media's obsession with his killings by exploiting his victims, authorities, and the public to make his killings into a show. As a killer attempts to undermine the rule of law in the community, a prosecutor makes a promise to crack the case only to discover that nothing is as it seems. In the aftermath, a city has been devastated by a string of gruesome killings, and a relentless investigator must prepare for a deadly manipulative game. Overall, it's a good thriller show that's entertaining to watch. Even though it has flaws, the show is nevertheless interesting and will captivate you with its gritty and violent tale. The only flaw in the story is how predictable everything is, which weakens the mystery at its core. And this series received a rating of 6.9 on IMDb. Number 3. War Sailor. It is a war drama series directed by Gunnar Vikana. The story centers on two sailors, Alfred Garns and Sigbjorn Kvalin, who are on a commercial ship in the middle of the ocean when World War II begins, unaware of global events. They are innocent civilians stuck on the front lines of a battle they did not initiate. In the aftermath, the two men fight to survive in a circle of murder and mayhem where submarines are constantly threatening to assault their ship. The story progresses as the war sailor attempts to survive and head back home. The show only contains 3 episodes and is slow-moving, but its heartbreaking plot is highly emotional, while its extremely magnificent visuals and outstanding background music will keep you amazed and enthralled throughout. And this series received a rating of 7.5 on IMDb. Number 2. Beef. It is a comedy-drama series created by Lee Sung-jin. Before we start the review, I must say this series is just exceptional and it grabs your attention from the very first scene. The plot centers on 2 individuals who, after an incident involving road rage, allow their take, causing mayhem in their personal lives. Following the accident, they act in an extremely strange way to avenge one another, leading to more terrible and tragic outcomes. The story's execution and humor are top-notch, and you develop a connection to the characters because of the well-balanced mix of hilarious and touching sequences. The show's greatest strength is its main cast, which makes this brilliant plot incredibly funny and leaves you craving more after every episode. The biggest positive of the show is its excellent storytelling, and this series received a rating of 7.5 on IMDb. Number 1. Ted Lasso. The 3rd season of one of the most popular and well-rated shows on Apple TV Plus is now available, and it does not disappoint. We won't look at the Season 2 and Season 3 plots because the show has a compelling story that we don't want to ruin. For those who haven't seen the show yet, it's about Ted Lasso, a university football who is surprisingly hired to lead a soccer team, regardless of having no prior coaching experience. Meanwhile, Rebecca Welton, the sports team's administrator, recruits Ted Lasso with the intention of having him struggle in order to take revenge on the team's former owner, her shady ex-husband. Little did she know that Ted's appeal character and sense of humor soon impressed Rebecca, the team, and everyone who had been suspicious about his selection. It is a fantastic, feel-good narrative that is really hilarious and filled with unique characters that will keep you entertained at all times. And this series received a rating of 8.8 on IMDb. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.